It's the Opperman Report. Join digital forensic investigator and PI Ed Opperman for an in-depth discussion of conspiracy theories, strategy of New World Order resistance, high-profile court cases in the news, and interviews with expert guests and authors on these topics and more. It's the Opperman Report. And now, here is investigator Ed Opperman.
Okay, welcome to the Opperman Report. And if you've tuned in here on YouTube to listen to the Opperman Report, you're out of luck because we're no longer on YouTube. YouTube has demonetized the Opperman Report's YouTube channel, so we're no longer broadcasting the shows on YouTube. But you can still listen to the show, okay? YouTube's only a small portion of the audience, so you can still listen to the show. The show will be airing tonight, 6 is June 8th, 2018, at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, you can listen to it live at awakeradio.us, peoplesinternetradio.com, psnradio.com, and I think there's dashes, too, between the P, the S, and N, called publicstreamingnetwork.com, IPM Nation. We'll be playing the show live. Also, too, you can't hear it on Friday nights, but on Saturday nights it plays on the Ocelli Report, and it plays also too on the evenings, late in the evenings, about 10 o'clock at night, on Para X Radio on Saturday evenings and Sunday evenings. So you can still hear the show. Don't worry about that. Or you can go to Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com. And then you put in Opperman Report. I'll have a link in the description. Spreaker.com, Opperman Report. And there's a chat room. You can chat with other listeners just like you can on YouTube. If you nag me like you do on YouTube, you get blocked right away like you do on YouTube. So the show is still available to everybody, just not on YouTube any longer. The archives will be available on Spreaker, on iHeartRadio, on iTunes. But you can listen live at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All those stations I just listed for you. On Spreaker.com is where the big chat room is, where I hang out. Or any of those live stations. We'll play the show for you live, okay? And you can listen to it live and chat. All the stations have chat rooms and stuff like that, too, as well. We're also on 6 days a week, Monday to Friday, at 8 a.m. drive time on WKYAH. No W, just KYAH in Utah, okay? It covers a big chunk of Utah. So the show is still alive and well. We got a great new sponsor named cart-king.com, 877-986-7771, who saved the show for us. Mr. Cart King saved the show. Check out that website, cart-king.com, CART-KING. So the show's still available to you, just no longer on YouTube. I'm going to reapply to YouTube. If they monetize the show again, it'll be back on YouTube. Otherwise, you listen over at Spreaker.com, awakeradio.us, People's Internet Radio, PSN Radio, IPM Nation, or Ocelli.com plays it, ParaX Radio plays it, all these different places play it. iHeart, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, Podrule. You just put in Opperman Report, you'll find it. Also, too, you can go to OppermanReport.com. But, hey, by the way, get this. You go to OppermanReport.com. There's a player right there. You can play that button, hit the play button, listen to it right there. Or you can listen to the Awake channel, but there's no chat room there. OppermanReport.com also has our members section, all different kinds of great content in there. You can become a member and keep the show on the air. Exclusive content that you won't hear live or on any of these networks or stations that I just mentioned to you. So anyway, the show's still available tonight. We have Daniel Hopsicker talking about international drug smuggling and money laundering. Always great content from Daniel Hopsicker. The NSC murder warrant. This guy, the NSC contractor who shows up at the White House, gets arrested on a murder warrant. Anybody else talking about that? Nope. And then we talk about Paul Manafort's witness tampering. And I get into how, it's a common thing how PIs avoid this charge of witness tampering and obstruction of justice charges like Manafort just walked into. And Stormy Daniels bridged too far here. You went too far, Stormy. You blew it. You're going down. Okay. When she decided to file a lawsuit against Keith Davidson. Big mistake. So anyway, that's all tonight's show at 5 p.m. Then at 7 p.m., I do my 1 hour live solo show. I'm going to be talking about pedo camp and the rape trees and the pedo swing and the pedo toilet and this thing going on in Arizona with this insane nonsense with this veterans on patrol character. and the Clinton Foundation and the Rothschilds and all this kind of crazy nonsense. How I spotted this coming just the day it started, the first day I started seeing that thing coming, I knew the whole thing was a big hoax. So we'll be getting into the whole thing tonight. And then also, too, I'll be talking about how YouTube took down my channel and our plans in the future and how we got this great new sponsor, CartKing.com. Plus fun games and surprises and Topo Gigio for the kids. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Check it out. No longer on YouTube, so goodbye, YouTube. But hello. Hello, everything else. All right? And I mean, you know what, man? It's kind of nice. I don't have to deal with those. I get 200 comments a day on YouTube. You got to moderate. You got to go through these crazy comments, you know? And some of them are just, batshit, man. They're just crazy. Some of them are just crazy, you know? Not all of them. A lot of nice people on YouTube, but some of that stuff is just nuts. I don't know what they're thinking or what they're just drinking or smoking, man. So I don't know. It's kind of a relief to be rid of YouTube, to tell you the truth, man. But if I can reapply, we'll be back on YouTube if they monetize it. Otherwise, you can go to Spreaker and I get paid on that. Okay. And by the way, if you're listening on Spreaker too, and you turn it on, you'll hear a little ad play, and a little ad pops up. If you click on that ad, I get even more money. Okay, so click on it too. Let's try and build up the Spreaker channel. There's more subscribers on there anyway too. And by the way, on Spreaker too, if you sign up on there, it's free. You get all the archives are on there, all the shows are on there. It's free. And what do you call it? You get an email. If you follow the show, you get an email every time the show's about to start. So sometimes I do like emergency broadcasts and stuff like that. So you'll get a notification. So check that out at Spreaker.com/Opperman. But, go to Spreaker and search for Opperman Report and you'll find it. Although some other stations play me on there too, so make sure you get the right one, the one with the Superman logo which is an Opperman logo, by the way. It's not a Superman logo. It's my Opperman logo with the O. I understand that there's some kind of a Marvel Comics character that's stolen my logo, so we're not going to get into that. All right, guys. See you tonight.